Hello, Ricky video. Today we're going to take a look at some gameplay with XL Golbat in the Ultra League here for the Halloween Cup. XL Golbat is a kind of interesting Pokemon, as you might expect something more like Crobat in this league. Other than Crobat, the Golbat has access to Wing Attack, which is a better fast move compared to Air Slash, so there's something that definitely Golbat has as a benefit. Otherwise, we'll see here a Giratina in the altered form, sadly not with the spicy moveset of the new move Shadow Force, but still kind of fine. We will see here also an Aqua Tail version of Drapion, a Hundo, which is definitely one of the best Pokemon that you can run currently in the Open Ultra League as well. Like, if you don't have an Ultra League version for the Drapion, definitely something I would recommend you. This thing is just like so good in a ton of matchups. Also, speaking of so good in a ton of matchups, look at this Buzzwole getting completely annihilated by this Golbat. Golbat can just farm it all the way down. Going to be able to get 100 energy here most likely as well, and it will be able to Buzzwole that down there. They said they're gonna get still to another move here. They could have thrown already before, but like, they're going to have all the energy in the world now, and we see the Jellicent coming in. Gonna go for the bait first, which is a little bit risky because they're actually going to shield. It's kind of crazy, okay. Didn't expect this, but we're going to get the final shield of them. They have Ice Beam. You will be able to go into your Drapion now. You can farm them all the way down. And at this point, Drapion has, of course, a Crunch stored already. You're gonna still survive a move with your Giratina here. And this game will be over as this Dragon Claw will already put them into range for one Crunch. And you might even be able to go for another Dragon Claw in time to knock them out. But actually, the opponent decides to forfeit already, so good game there. Horrible lead here, we have the Tapu Fini. It seems like you use the Drapion as a safe swap, which in my opinion is definitely the best safe swap in this meta currently, because even something like the Escavalier, which looks like a hard wall for you, if you shield up some moves and you might get like a defense drop or something like this, you're going to be fine. Like, you're going to be able to realign your Pokemon here just because you're so spammy with the Aqua Tail and Crunch. It's insane. You're going to actually get the bait correctly, which is amazing. And you're going to let this move go through, which is something that I didn't expect to see, but should be okay hopefully as well. We see the Golbat coming in. Golbat going to be able to hard wall every move from Escavalier, unless they have like Aerial Ace, which they don't have. And you will be able to farm them all the way down. They're still going to get some damage on you, but yeah, you have to hope that there's something in the back that your Golbat can take. It's going to be another Mega Horn. You're going to get a little bit low, but we will see the final Pokemon coming in there or not. We just see the Pokemon that they have in the lead here coming back in, which is interesting because it's going to be the Tapu Fini. And you will be able to spam those Poison Fangs against it. You will get to 3 Poison Fangs here easily. They're going to no shield the first 2, and now they're going to go into the Giratina, allowing you to go for another Poison Fang, which will put their defenses low. And as you have actually the Dragon Breath version against the Shadow Claw version here right now, which is interesting. You will be able to take one move here at least. You will be able to go for your own Dragon Claw in time maybe. No, you're going to try to farm them all the way down, I guess. You're going for the shield here, trying to farm them all the way down just with Dragon Breath. Can they farm it all the way down? They cannot. They're going to go for the charge move before going to be the Dragon Claw. Gonna get the shield actually, and you will be able to get the next move as well off here because you will be able to win CMP, it seems like. And you can maybe still reach the Ancient Power. You're going to try to catch the move. It didn't work out, and there's going to be a loss here, sadly. As one Moonblast going to hit you now and going to destroy that Giratina. Going to be a good game here. Next opponent here, we see Deadly as an opponent. Very deadly. We see Giratina against Giratina. It's definitely deadly for one Giratina here, but we will see which it's going to be. We will see that you lose CMP in the beginning, which is interesting. Might be because of the lag in the beginning, but we have to see. We will be able to see that you're also going to take more damage than them there. We will see them swapping out into a Gengar. It's kind of interesting. You will be able to go into a Drapion. Show swapped into Drapion a little bit earlier, to be fair. They're actually going to shield up the move, which is going to be a Shadow Ball resisted, but still would hurt a lot. Swapping into Drapion immediately would most likely have made the most sense here. You will get the shield, which is an interesting decision from the opponent again. You're going to shield again, going to be another Shadow Ball most likely. And you will be able to reach 2 crunches before they can get to another Shadow Ball. But you're actually going to opt to go for the bait, which I think is a little bit too risky. And I don't know if it pays out or didn't pay out. It really depends on what's happened now. Like, you're going to be able to farm them all the way down, but you're going to get hit by one Shadow Ball, of course. As we see Nidoqueen coming in. You had some lag there, which is kind of annoying, of course. But you will be able to resist all the moves from Nidoqueen as well. You will be able to go into your own Golbat now. And this allows you to now go for one Shadow Ball with your Golbat against the opponent's Giratina. They can farm you down. They can go for one Ancient Power and knock you out most likely here. As actually they're going to go for one Dragon Claw. This allows you to go for another Shadow Ball in time if they wouldn't throw, but they throw. and you might be able to still reach another charge move with your own Golbat here, as this will knock out the opponent. You might be fine here. Let's see, you have to go into your Giratina and go for one Dragon Claw in time. You can go for the Dragon Claw in time, as they have to go for one Poison Fang. I think you wouldn't CMP with your Drapion, but they don't even have enough energy yet. You will be able to go for some moves, and you go for the Crunch. Doesn't Awkward Tail do more damage? I'm pretty sure it does more damage, but at this point of time, it doesn't matter. As you still have the Giratina left in the back, you will be able to win this game, and this is going to be a good game. Next opponent, we will see Giratina against the Drapion. Not the best lead for you, but also not the worst either. Like, it looks very horrible on paper, of course, but if you let the first move go through, what they're going to do here, you will be able to reach your Dragon Claws as well. You're going to do some nice damage with the Dragon Breath, as you can see here, as, yeah, Giratina is a very bulky boy. Giratina also does a ton of damage with the fast moves, and you will basically have them at the same health as you are as well. We will see the opponent coming into a Dragalge. Dragalge is also one of the stronger Pokemon in this meta. Super bulky, XL version of course, and the typing itself is amazing. As a Poison and Dragon type, you will be able to also at least have neutral damage only from Charm or like Fairy types, while still having your own Gang Shot or Outrage to nuke some things away. As we see the Awkward Tail coming through, sadly doesn't knock them out. You might still be able to survive the next Awkward Tail from the opponent, and you won't sadly, but you will be able to knock them out with your own Giratina, as the Drapion comes back in here, which gonna go for one Crunch. You can go and get the shield back anyway, so it's a smart decision to shield here. But they have to have something in the back which you can beat with your Golbat here for you to be able to like still win this. They can still reach a Crunch most likely with them, but like you see a Chandelure coming in. This is bait dependent, I would say. You will be able to go ahead and shield this next move up. You can go for 2 more fast moves here, and let's see what they're going to do. They're actually going to overfarm a little bit more, which I think ruins it for you, because now they're definitely going to get to another move before you. Exactly. You should have only went for 2 moves, yeah, because otherwise, yeah, you see you lose CMP against the Chandelure, but there would have been some better plays at least there, but it most likely wouldn't have been enough anyway, so I don't think it really matters. We see the Muk in the lead. Muk only has access to the Poison Jab here, also Dark Pulse, and also the Acid Spray. Also, pretty fine matchup for you. You can still take one move here, and you will see that, of course, it's going to do some nice damage, but you're going to win this matchup easily in the 2-shield scenario as far as I know. But you're going to try to catch the move, which is going to be most likely the Acid Spray. No, it's actually going to be a Dark Pulse again. They didn't want to risk the potential shield there, and they're going to farm up extra energy, which allows you to go for an Awkward Tail. Awkward Tail comes through, going to get them low. You can get to another one. You will be able to win the CMP tie here, which is amazing, as we see that they have a Ninetales in the bag. Ninetales is tricky, especially as they have like the charge move still available. They're not going to shield you because they know what you have in the bag, or like they know that you don't have the Sludge Bomb, but you're gonna go for one Crunch, which actually seems to do a little bit more than even the Awkward Tail, or basically the same. I guess you try to go for the potential debuff, as we see a Nidoqueen coming in. They're gonna go straight for the Poison Fang, which is amazing for you, as this will be resisted and you're still going to have enough bulk to survive a lot of this, as we will see the Shadow Ball coming through now. The Shadow Ball will get shielded, of course, because it was the hardest thing move that could hit it. You're gonna go straight for another one. I could imagine them no shielding this one, and they are no shielding this one, expecting it maybe to be a Poison Fang because you overfarmed so much. You kind of confused the opponent, but they actually went ahead and went straight for the Earth Power. It's going to be a very close game here, as we see them going down there, but yeah, the Ninetales sadly going to still have a shield left, and you have also a shield with 2 Pokemon with a 1 HP, which kind of looked hilarious because both of them gonna get charmed down there. Next game, we will see the next opponent here. We will see the opponent having a Giratina against Dragalge. I think this is a winning matchup for yourself because they only have the Awkward Tail, and I think you even have better IVs or like better stat product there. We see them going straight for our Night Slash, swapped out a little bit too late, or like didn't throw the move at the perfect time. Going to have a CMP tie now. You're very low now, and can be a little bit problematic. You will be able to reach another Ancient Power, which most likely going to get the shield from the opponent though, which is nice. But you have to swap out anyway into your Drapion, which you will be able to just go for an Awkward Tail and knock them out. But you have to shield the potential Iron Head here, which is coming your way. You can go for 4 more fast moves, which you're exactly going to do here. Very nice play, as we will see that this Awkward Tail will knock them out. We will see the Escavalier coming in, and this is not the worst matchup yet, at least. It's going to be still tricky to take out the Dragalge in the back, but you will be able to get the defense drop, which is amazing here, as you will be able to go for another charge move. This will get the final shield by the opponent and gets another defense drop. I would let this move go through, you're going to let this move go through, and you will be able to go into your Golbat now to hopefully have a great time here. We see them only going for one Awkward Tail, which means they're going to no-shield this move. You can go for one Shadow Ball already, and the Shadow Ball will do a ton of damage. You're going to overfarm, which is interesting. You're going to shield the next opponent's move up here, which is also interesting. Your move timing is a little bit... could have went for only one there and would have only gave them one fast move, but it's fine actually, because you're actually perfectly farming them down there. Amazing catch here, beautiful one. What a catch. Saved the game, definitely. I'm pretty sure he still would have won because it was only a draw one, but if it was an Mega Horn, you would have been definitely dead there. But what a catch at the end. A very good game there. Amazing play. We see a horrible lead for you. It's going to be the Galarian Weezing, which has basically a free game there against your lead and your save swap. Against the Golbat in the back, it's kind of neutral. We will see a Drapion coming in against you as well. This time around, it's a Shadow Drapion from the opponent, which is going to have a great time against your own Drapion, because they have you a little bit lower in terms of the health, but you have a ton more energy, and you can just go for the Awkward Tail spam here. Getting the Drapion out is, of course, a little bit... It's actually pretty decent for you, because you don't have to face it with your lead. You don't have to face it really with your Golbat. Golbat also doesn't really want to face it, because all moves, like all the charge moves of Golbat, are resisted on the Drapion. You will be able to go for another charge move here. As you have a Hundo, you know you win CMP anyway, so it doesn't really matter what IV spread they have. So you can go for the CMP tie, which is a smart decision here, as the Awkward Tail comes through. It sadly doesn't knock you out, so they get an extra fast move in. And they also, because of this fast move, will be able to reach this crunch here, which will do a ton of damage. You're going to rely on your Golbat at this point of time, as Golbat will be able to go for some Poison Fangs against this incoming Galarian Weezing, which is going to go for another Overheat, and we see the Ascaf coming in. You will be able to hardwall this, so you can go for one Shadow Ball on the CMP tie against their Drill Run here, I guess, which is fine, because Drill Run is double, like, it's one time resisted only. Like, it's so weird, because like in, of course, the main series games, the Drill Run would have done 0 damage against the Golbat, because you're a flying type. Like, how is a ground move supposed to hit you? But in this game, of course, because of the poison sub-part type there, you will be able to only take single stage negative damage there, like resisted damage. We see them going for one Overheat, which is a risky play for them actually, because they know will not knock you out with one play rough. And it's going to come down to the wire. Can you actually still win this just with Dragon Claw? I think they're actually in Dragon Claw range at this point of time. They're going to have to shield this up. You have to go for the Dragon Claw. Let's see if this knocks out the opponent's Galarian Weezing. And it hopefully will. Some lag. It did. Very good. Very good. Very nice lag there in the beginning, at the end there as well, which is not the ideal thing, but it still actually knocked them out with one Dragon Claw. That was amazing. We will see a Crobat coming in. Are you going to go into your Golbat just to flex on them, having the smaller version? That would be hilarious. Let's see what you're going to do here. You're going to go ahead and go and stay in here, but you're going to catch, of course, on your Drapion here, because Drapion will be able to just resist all the charge moves of the Crobat as well. They're gonna go ahead and go straight for the Poison Fang here, which will not do a ton of damage, but will debuff your defenses, which I still think should be nerfed. I still think Poison Fang should have a like 50 or 40% chance to drop the defense instead of a 100% chance. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about Poison Fang. I still think it's just a little bit too strong, and it's also not even like okay compared to what it is in the main series games. It's like it poisons you, like I think it severe poisons you for 40% or whatever when you use it, but like it's not 100% chance, and like I don't know, it's such a weird mechanic in Pokemon Go. I think Poison Fang should be nerfed a little bit, and I don't think like NiRiain still would be good if it still only would be like 40%, I would say. So it's a little bit tricky. It's definitely a tricky question there. In general, the meta right now is a little bit weird, so don't know. We'll see that they have a NiRiain still here. You're going to keep your shields for your boy in the bag, for the Golbat, going to be able to do a nice amount of damage here with Poison Fang against the incoming Ninetales there. And you should be pretty clear to win this game here. Should be a good game. And you should be able to now go for another Poison Fang after like 4 more wing attacks. This will knock out the opponent, and the NiRiain has no chance. So, thanks for sending in those battles. I really enjoyed looking at the XL Golbat. Looks actually like a fun Pokemon that has some kind of play there. So, thanks for watching. See you next video. Leave a like if you haven't already, and I hope I see you next time. Bye.